Just a young nigga out here looking forward. I never questioned my direction, y'all been looking for it. Lost thoughts often, so I took the recording. I got my foot where the door is, think I'm sharp and swordless. We cut with pens around here, and this the anthem to all my niggas with hella written. Just put your hands up, real ones. Don't tell the business of the too many we can't trust. Don't got time to focus on who your mans was. Shit, who is he now? People be broke around you, but got plenty when the bitches round. And when the liquor out, their hands don't got a penny now. Henny spouting out your pockets so they stick around. And we ain't shoveling out shillings, moving different now. PG Pilgrim getting shifty, peeping city clouds. Little demon dipping deep into your bitch's mouth. In and out swiftly, nigga, I'm finna add the digits now. Divine thinking mixed with mind-tingling substances. This music brought some problems, but honestly been in love with it. Slick with the drums and shit, you stick to the drugs you mix. Cuffing him won't do much, but bring that girl you love a stitch. Spit until I get my gums to rip. Raw when he numbs the shit. Ironic how he's only unlawful when y'all judging him. I'm not done with getting bigger by the frame per second. Faded for every major step I make before I meditate. I blaze some pressure. Been as razor edges, Gilettas. You better just face the exit. When in doubt, I face my reflection. Brain dead, making the steps that you could've made if you paid attention. Crazy headway was met with niggas dead. All we do is kill, like that number before 87. I don't take, I make it better. We showing grace, next mega stretches. It only takes me about 4 quarters to make it 10, bitch. Dime bags of shake you a bitch if you cop an eighth or lesser. Pounds getting filleted, you wasting seconds. Yeah.
Don't be mistaken. Your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit to entertain ya.
Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken. Your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit to entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live we are for day 2 of validation here in lovely Los Angeles, California. And of course, day 1, across the board. What a night of action it was. But my friends, we've got a whole nother night to look forward to. And what a way to get things started. The Rising Star Championship on the line right here, right now. Christy Myers has been waiting well over a month for the opportunity to get hands on Danielle Davis after, of course, an attack in Australia, the triple threat match, Rising Star Championship on the line. Danielle Davis showing her ruthless side, utilizing a sledgehammer, attacking Christy Myers with it 16 times, and Gianna to win the matchup, to win the Rising Star Championship. And well, because of that attack, Christy Myers put on the shelf until her return just a few weeks ago, shocking Danielle Davis with an early recovery. And now it's on Myers, looking to get payback in the best way possible by taking the Rising Star Championship from Danielle Davis. And what started as a budding friendship between these two, or at the very least, a lot of professional respect between Christy Myers and Danielle Davis. Over these last couple of weeks, things have heated up, and especially on social media, the trash talk that's almost feigned behind, I'll say a lot of passive aggressiveness on both sides. It's almost like they're trying to maintain this courtesy, like this public face, but you can definitely tell that these two want to rip each other apart, and now they have their chance right here at Validation with the Rising Star Championship on the line. You just tell, looking at Christy Myers, man, she's chomping at the bit right here for that bell to ring. Gonna be coming out of that corner like a bull let loose from its pen. But Danielle Davis, she's calm, she's composed. More than anything else, she's confident in herself. But so is Christy Myers. Remember, these two have fought one-on-one once before, and Christy Myers was the victor. That was the same night that Christy Myers also defeated Hikiko. 2 matches in one night, 2 victories for Christy Myers. That was the night she was crowned #1 contender for the Rising Star Championship, was supposed to face Gianna one-on-one at Attack in Australia, but then remember, Danielle Davis got added to the matchup, making it a triple threat. But the time for the trash talk on social media is over. Now it's time to get down to business right here at Validation. Christy Myers, Danielle Davis ready to go with the Rising Star Championship on the line. And it's Danielle Davis who takes the first shot with that Tanahashi clothesline, and a big drop kick to the side of the head is now off the ropes. A little bit of a senton across the midsection of the challenger. And why not another? Well, that's why. Christy Myers not about to take that twice, able to roll out of the way. Now putting those kicks of hers to good use. Christy Myers, who might rival Alice Blake, the kick connoisseur here in CMV. But Danielle Davis, she's got some pretty lethal kicks of her own. Might just be the first one of these two to land one of those lethal headshots. Gets the victory here. As with Myers, always got to watch out for that pink venom. Danielle Davis coming off the top with the Globo. The Glow KO as well, that jumping cutter she uses. But these two have begun to know each other very well. Cranking at that knee now is Danielle Davis. Trying to take Christy Myers off her feet early on here in this championship match. Of course, day 2 of validation, my friends. We're in the main event. The undisputed World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. Triple threat matchup, the dream match over 2 years in the making. Cam Harris, Blake Virtue, and the defending champion, Troy Colt. As now we go to ringside, and Danielle Davis, of course, having the champion's advantage here, which means that Christy Myers has got to pin or submit Danielle Davis in the ring to leave Los Angeles, leave validation as the Rising Star champion. This match ends by countout or disqualification. Myers cannot win the title. And Danielle Davis, she is known as not shying away from a countout victory. So Myers got to be careful here. Davis might try to get cheeky as we get some elbows to the midsection here by the veteran. Kick to the gut in response as Myers now. See, this is what I'm talking about. They know each other so well. Counter after counter. Damn, what a super kick right there. Putting Peligro to shame. Danielle Davis getting her jaw thoroughly cracked. As we see now, Myers go after the knees too, and a stiff kick to the back. The challenger beginning to take over here. And she delivers some more kicks to the face of the Rising Star champion. Again, going after those knees. This is not a half-bad strategy by Christy Myers, guys. Danielle Davis is unable to climb the ropes, get to the top rope. That takes away her best weapon, the Globo. Big right hook there by Christy Myers. Responds with one of her own. Oh, they're shooting. They're throwing soup bones right here. Like I said, very thinly veiled respect on social media, but these two, they are out here looking to take each other's heads off with the Rising Star Championship on the line. Tries for a stop. Davis gets repeat. Whoa, right into a double knee face breaker. And look at that senton again off the ropes. Danielle Davis definitely keeping the pressure on the midsection of Christy Myers so far in this matchup. As we see Davis now deliver some elbows right to the gut of her challenger. Irish whip now off the ropes and waiting on the rebound with a wheelbarrow DDT could absolutely spike Myers right in the middle of the ring. And another senton. Christy Myers, oh, and look at Danielle Davis. She's confident, like I said at the start of the, oh, maybe overconfident though. That could have been a mistake right there, but a big clothesline by Danielle Davis. And another senton. I was going to say Christy Myers, she's got to stop this because more damage done to her midsection could risk a broken rib or even just a bruised one. We'll start having her struggling to breathe again, though. Danielle Davis, her ego coming out in this matchup, and it's costing her so far. Christy Myers now with a standing elbow drop across the chest. Myers now showing off that aggression. She really can't afford to hold anything back because Danielle Davis showed at Attack on Australia she's willing to do anything, even to somebody she might consider a friend. With that sledgehammer, man, 16 times, costing Christy Myers over a month of her career here in CMV. Look at the elbows now to the midsection, though. Myers going to break free. Big forearm smash. And now it's Myers playing the game. Getting some press-ups in here mid-match. Goes for the, wow, what a drop kick to the back of the head. And now a running start here. Double knees to the face. Take it out in the corner is Danielle Davis. I look at Christy Myers, who's confident now. As the champion starts to get to her feet, off the ropes goes Christy Myers. No, tries for a Hurricanrana. Danielle Davis, though, says, get that shit out of here. And instead, the champion with a forearm smash. And there's another one. How about a Tanahashi clothesline? And now into the pin. 1, 2. 2.999. I thought it was over right there, man. That was as close as it gets. Oh, I got another senton. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, a wise man once said. And Danielle Davis is taking that advice to heart as now she goes to the top rope. Might be time. Is she calling for the Globo? Christy Myers to her feet, though, crossbody by the champion. And now a stomp to the face. I think she got a bit cheeky there up top. Lining up for a drop kick, but Myers able to roll out of the way. Danielle Davis taking a little bit too much time setting up that drop kick there. Look how slow Myers is to get to her feet, though. There's the kick combination from the challenger, finishing with a big soccer ball kick to the back. Into the pin, middle of the ring, new champ. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Davis. But Myers, she knows that Davis is hurt. She knows this is her chance. Pink Venom! New champion! 1, 2, 3! Christy Myers has done it! We have a new Rising Star champion here at Validation! Danielle Davis, she was acting out of character in this matchup, mocking Myers, taunting her, playing games. And in the end, I really believe it cost her, as now we have a new Rising Star champion. And her name is Christy Myers. A great way to kick off day 2 of Validation, my friends. Christy Myers, the new Rising Star champion. But now it's time to crown a new men's Rite of Passage champion. There you see around the ring, ladder set up. 8 men, or should I say 7 men, have earned their way into this matchup. 1 man given his spot in this championship match, but all about to clash for the opportunity to leave LA as the new men's Rite of Passage champion. And Los Angeles, the Hot Mess Express is here. The pretty boy, the cream in your coffee, the former Unmatched World Champion, the former Intercontinental Champion, looking now to become Rite of Passage champion and perhaps be a world champion once again here in CMV. Last night, day 1, we crowned the inaugural women's Rite of Passage champion, Amber Young, surviving the 6-pack challenge. Who is going to leave Validation as the men's Rite of Passage champion? And again, as the Rite of Passage champion, you can cash in anytime you want and give notice. Championship match set up. The caveat being, the longer you wait, the more you're going to have to defend that championship. You want to wait for the perfect opportunity to cash in, but the longer you wait, you might end up costing yourself altogether. Marty Michaels knows what it's like to be at the top of the mountain. Former unmatched world champion is the undisputed heavyweight championship call in his name. A matchup like this, though, he's got to be careful not to scruff up the moneymaker. This ain't going to be a gentle matchup. Marty Michaels got to be willing to endure that, though. And I know I got to be unbiased here at commentary, but if I got to pick, if I got a horse in this race, it's got to be my main man, the Egyptian Destroyer. The man who I think we all agree should have beaten Troy Colt last month at Mob Violence. Ahmed making his way out here at Validation. Look, Troy Colt, credit to the man. He survived Ahmed at Mob Violence, but now Ahmed looking to get a second opportunity by becoming Rite of Passage champion here tonight. And a ladder match, of course, means no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. You got to set up a ladder. You got to climb it. And you got to retrieve the Rite of Passage championship that's hanging high above the ring. The fact of the matter is, one day, Ahmed will be a world champion here in CMV. It's written in stone. It's destined. The only question is, when does it happen? Sooner or later? And in a matchup like this, typically we think that it will benefit a smaller competitor, a competitor that perhaps prioritizes speed and agility. For Ahmed, he might be out of his element here. We'll see how he's able to adapt. I'm sure he's going to do just fine. And this man is lucky to even be here, as of course Jalen McClain survived Joey Bacon in their qualifying matchup, but I'm sure McClain is coming out here not feeling at exactly 100%. The representative of the Jackals certainly looking to pick up the slack. The rest of the Jackals not faring so well this past episode of Shockwave against the dream team of Harris, Virtue, and Colts. Can Jalen McClain bring championship gold to the Jackals, introduce some new blood in the main event scene? I just think that every other competitor in this matchup is thankful to the wrestling gods that Jalen McClain did defeat Joey Bacon, and that Joey Bacon is not in this ladder match. I really don't think he could be in a ladder match. I don't know if you could reinforce a ladder good enough to hold up the weight of Big Ham. That's just, I don't know about that one. Luckily, we don't have to find out here tonight. Like I was talking about before, I think this matchup definitely is going to benefit Jalen McClain, the speedster. And here, of course, is the man hated by his 7 opponents here tonight for one reason. Well, maybe more than one reason. But they all have the same reason, at least. One thing in common, and that's the fact that Hunter Quinn did not have to earn his way into this matchup. He was given a gold medallion by Pat LaFave after Hunter Quinn pledged his support to the general manager here in CMV. Picked his side in this war, but didn't come without a price. Hunter Quinn wanted something in return, and so Pat LaFave gifted him a Rite of Passage medallion. Unlike the 7 other men in this matchup, did not have to earn his way into this championship match at Validation. Not that Hunter Quinn gives a damn what anybody thinks. He did what was best for him in his career. And now he looks to make the most of it. Hunter Quinn, a former undisputed world heavyweight champion in his own right, guys. It was last year at this very event, Validation, that Hayden was defeated, pardon me, by Hunter Quinn in record time to become the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Of course, Hayden tightly returning last night during day one of Validation. Quinn looks to make this a favorite event of his. If he can win here tonight, leave as the Rite of Passage champion. And this right here just might be the odd one out. The dark horse of this lineup here. The Rite of Passage Championship ladder match, one half of the Octane Tag Team Champions, Kai Thatcher. And this only his second ever matchup as a singles competitor in CMV. His first was earning a Rite of Passage gold medallion by defeating Anthony Martin, the former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Well, Thatcher did not do it in exactly the cleanest fashion, which ended up getting him in an argument with his tag team partner, Ricky Jolani. And that argument boiled over into their matchup this past episode of Octane, guys. They couldn't get on the same page, couldn't agree how to formulate a cohesive plan, and it ended up costing them. But Thatcher, who's adamant you have to do what you got to do to get the job done, maybe looks to show Ricky Jolani once again why they should follow his lead going forward. If he could leave here tonight as a double champ. Certainly unproven still, even with a win over Anthony Martin. That's why I consider him the dark horse here. Unlike this man, a decorated champion here in CMV, made his return a few weeks ago, coming to the aid of Hunter Quinn, of all people. Bacara reunion for one night only against the Regulators, and followed that up in Fidel de la Rosa by pinning the global champion Aaron Stone clean as a whistle in the middle of the ring a couple weeks ago, and then going on to earn his gold medallion. De La Rosa's been red hot since returning to CMV. A former World Tag Team Champion, former Anarchy Champion, former Intercontinental Champion. Is it time for De La Rosa to prove he's got what it takes to be a World Champion here in CMV? I don't know if we're going to see a Bacara reunion here tonight, because I'm sure that De La Rosa, like everyone else in this matchup, is not happy with Hunter Quinn and his antics. Again, De La Rosa, exactly the kind of guy I think would have an advantage in this type of matchup. Smaller in stature, fast, agile, going to be able to get up one of those ladders, lickety-split. There you see the Rite of Passage Championship itself hanging high above the ring, at least 20 feet above the ring. Matchups like this, especially with this many competitors, always chaotic, and typically nobody leaves unscathed. For the GOAT of CMV, Adam Valentine knows it will be worth it. He wants to finally become a world champion here in CMV. That's why he's back. And now that George King's gone, doesn't have to worry about, looking over his shoulder. He can focus on the future. And Valentine sees in his future becoming Rite of Passage champion, becoming global champion. Brings that veteran instinct of his to this matchup. But will it be of use to him in a matchup like this? Even after getting thrown a curveball in his qualifying matchup against Jeremy Barmore, the return of John Reed, making it a triple threat, Valentine still able to earn that medallion, earn his way into this matchup. And Valentine said, I'm going to make the most of it. I'm not going to let this chance slip through my fingers. Jam-packed stadium here in Los Angeles for validation. And this Rite of Passage Championship ladder match, guys. And last but most certainly not least, the TV Nightmare, a former Rite of Passage champion in his own right, cashed it in to become global champion. Did Jay Young, and he's looking to repeat history. A little bit of a maybe Crocodile Dundee type vibe here. Should have brought that out to play for Attack in Australia, baby. But Jay Young is focused. My question is, might he and Marty Michaels attempt to work together in this matchup? They've had a bit of a budding partnership over the last few weeks. It's every man for himself, though, at the end of the night. Who's going to be the one of the 8 to leave as Rite of Passage champion? So here we go. Let the chaos get underway. 8 men, plenty of ladders, 1 championship, and immediately everybody spills out of the ring. Not a soul left within the ring itself. Looks like Adam Valentine's going to be the first one to actually grab a ladder. He's wasting no time. Look, you don't want to hang around in a match like this. You want to end it as quickly as you possibly can. And Valentine is looking to do that. Nobody's stopping him. Hello! Valentine to the top. He's got the title in his hands. Is nobody going to stop him? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. Hunter Quinn. Hunter, you can do it, Hunter. You can do it. Oh my God, bro. Hunter Quinn, the legend. Everybody just standing around. Well, now Jalen McClain. Jalen McClain. Jalen McClain, the legend, letting Adam Valentine do all the work. Oh my God. I mean, didn't I say it? Look, you want to end a match like that. Hey, at least we can say no injuries. This might be the safest ladder match in CMV history. Jalen McClain is the new men's Rite of Passage champion. Well, at least we got to see Marty Michaels in person. And I guess the others were there as well, but Jalen McClain, ever the opportunist there, the new Rite of Passage champion. Look, hopefully this next matchup might make up for it. As the OG dirty heel Xander Slate prepares, alongside Maggie Shaw to represent the Arsenal of Tailcoat Val in this mixed tag team matchup. Taking on Ellie Quinn and Shay Hoxton. And as we talked about a lot yesterday during day one of validation, this event itself really the first major battle in this war that's been brewing for CMV's future. You know, we saw Doug Thompson last night retain the Zero G Championship. That's good for Camp Quinn and Hoxton. We also saw the Uncut Gems unable to recapture the Women's Tag Team Championship. Blake and Miller retaining. That's good for Pat LaFave. Vying for power are all three factions. And this is a big matchup here, but well, it gets bigger as the night goes on, because remember, later on, we're crowning a new Women's World Champion, Amelia Jones of the Killjoy Club, challenging Celestia, who of course is in Camp Pat LaFave, Team CMV. Whoever leaves with the Women's World Championship, that's massive when it comes to this power struggle. It was back in Attack in Australia. We had ourselves a tag team matchup in which Isabel Almas and Maggie Shaw took on the team of Ruby Rattel and Ellie Quinn. Beat the hell out of each other, did those four women. Ended up with a time limit draw. And Maggie Shaw, who's really been like the deadliest weapon for the Arsenal as of late. Remember, she broke Alexia Diamond's hand, went to war with Ruby Rattel in that Anarchy Rules match a few weeks back. Deadeye alongside Xander Slate now looking to take a serious shot at Ellie Quinn and Shay Hoxton in this mixed tag team matchup. Xander Slate, who's been choosing to go the path of mind games, psychological warfare, targeting Ellie Quinn's little sister, Ruby Cage, over these last few weeks. I mean, borderline, you could say stalking Ruby Cage, following her even to her hotel last night, approaching her in the bar and, well, trying to spit poison in her ears on behalf of Tailcoat Val, telling Ruby Cage, look, Ellie Quinn doesn't love you. She never has, because she's a manipulator. She doesn't know how to love, but I'll tell you who would love you. Tailcoat Val ended with Ruby Cage crying in the fetal position. Ellie Quinn had to come down to the bar and rescue her. So Ellie Quinn, I got to imagine, going to be coming out here even more pissed off than she typically is. And that's saying something, because Ellie Quinn is perpetually pissed off as the director, the man pulling the strings, the financial powerhouse, the former undisputed world heavyweight champion, Shay Hoxton, has his own visions for the future of CMV. And with his right-hand woman, Ellie Quinn, his left-hand man, Doug Thompson, the Killjoy Club, the Regulators. Look, at this point in this war, Quinn and Hoxton, they've got the bigger army. Morgan as well on their side. Hoxton, the silver-tongued devil that he is, man. If he can't use his substantial wealth, he'll use that weapon of his mouth. Talk anyone into doing anything he wants. There's a reason Pat LaFave's been panicking. When it comes to Tailcoat Val and her arsenal, we don't really know the extent of Val's arsenal. It seems like every week there's a new member of the arsenal we haven't seen in years, that we've never seen before, popping up. She could have hundreds of puppets at her disposal. And I think that's why Quinn and Hoxton have been working so hard these last few weeks to recruit, get people on their side. The right-hand woman The devil herself, of course, going to be backed here by Taylor Wagner, Stevie Gabriel. The Killjoy Club out in full force here. No Chloe Marks. She's still licking her wounds, I'm sure, from last night, a part of that six-pack challenge to crown the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion. We know that Gabriel is going to be in the corner of Amelia Jones later on tonight for that Women's World Championship match, but of course going to show support for Ellie Quinn and Hawks here in this mixed tag team matchup. So, of course, mixed tag team matchup. That means the men fight the men, the women fight the women. Of course, that wasn't the case a few weeks ago when Ellie Quinn knocked Xander Slate out cold in the middle of the ring with a go to sleep. So there's going to be none of that in this matchup unless we get a disqualification. Ellie Quinn better remember that. I'm sure she wants to rip Slate's head off, but she's got to stay cool. As cool as she can be. Ellie Quinn's not exactly known for being able to keep her emotions in check, but if there ever was a time to try and do so, it's here tonight at Validation. As we see that Slate and Shea Hoxton will kick things off in this mixed tag team matchup. Former best friends, former tag team partners, former tag team champions. 21! What? Immediately Hoxton with a 21! And maybe this match will be over if not for Maggie Shaw making the save. Hoxton said, hey, I'm trying to pull a Jalen McClain here. Let me go home early. But not to me. Maggie Shaw, luckily, on top of it, breaking up the pin. As now we get some shots to the gut by Hoxton. With Hoxton, who's not typically someone who can be easily emotionally shaken. We saw him after an encounter with Xander Slate a couple weeks ago. Deep in thought, deep in contemplation. He really considered, look, Hoxton's a user. He's an abuser. That's a matter of fact, but he really considered Slate to be a good friend, and seeing Slate, oh my God, chokeslam here, by the way. Seeing Slate taken by Tailcoat Val, that's how Hawk sees it. Xander Slate sees himself as being saved by Tailcoat. Shawshank Redemption! What's in the booze juice here tonight? 1, 2! Damn near put Ellie Quinn down instantaneously. Maggie Shaw with a wheelbarrow neck breaker. That is not how Ellie Quinn wanted to come into this matchup. As we get a big discus punch. And maybe trying for a forearm smash there, but Quinn with a kick to the back of the knee. Miss Magnificent 8. With that contract in her possession given to her, of course, by Shea Hoxton. Can cash in anytime, anywhere she wants for a Women's World Championship match. The question is, though, will the Women's World Championship be coming to the Killjoy Club? We find out later on tonight. Amelia Jones, Celestia for the vacant championship. And if it does, what does Ellie Quinn do then? Does she just wait, bide her time until maybe Amelia Jones... 21 again! Maggie Shaw, though, back in to make the save. It looks like the rep was actually... What does he do? Someone exposed the top turnbuckle. I'm going to assume that was either Wagner or Gabriel. But either way, it doesn't matter. The pin would have been broken up anyhow. As Hoxton now, whatever doubts he might have had before, he ain't showing them in this matchup, man. He's going after Slate 110% here. Tries for a stop. Slate gets his heat. Nice complete shot right there by the OG Dirty Heel. I think Xander Slate might have to pull a Sarah Miller. Try and let Maggie Shaw pick up the slack. Ref! That was right in front of the referee! Oh, we know Hoxton, he has a long history of paying off referees here in CMV. Look, I'm not going to throw out any sort of accusations here, but the rep was looking directly at it. Ellie Quinn now with a kill shot. Oh, no. Maggie Shaw ducked it. And right into another Shawshank Redemption. This could be over. Nothing Shea Hoxton can do. And Maggie Shaw has pinned Ellie Quinn. The Arsenal of Tailcoat Val. Like I said, Xander Slate, he had to pull that Sarah Miller. He had to let Maggie Shaw pick up the slack. And Ellie Quinn, look, I think Xander Slate, though, he pulled his weight. That emotional warfare over the last couple of weeks. Ellie Quinn was not focused here in this matchup. And it just cost Team Quinn and Hoxton big time. This is a huge win for the Arsenal of Tailcoat Val.
Ich habe Brandon gegen Silas live gesehen, um zu sehen, welcher falsche König seine Krone aus Narrengold gegen meine rubinrote und silberne Kaiserkrone stellen würde. Und was ich sah, war völlige Peinlichkeit. Stühle im Einsatz? Einmischung von außen? Der entscheidende Fall war das Auszählen. Frank Gotch würde sich im Grab wälzen. Es ist ein Schlag ins Gesicht für das reine Wrestling, wie ich es kenne. Frank Gotch würde sich im Grab wälzen. Es ist ein Schlag ins Gesicht für das reine Wrestling, wie ich es kenne. Du wirst der Mann sein, dem ich gegenüberstehe, um diesem Aufstand in meinem Königreich ein Ende zu setzen. Durch Silas, glaube nicht, dass ich schon mit dir fertig bin. CMV, ich warte auf eine Zeit und ein Ort.
And Alaric there sharing my sentiments, what I said during that quote-unquote real Pure Championship match last night during day one of Validation, maybe the most unpure or impure match we've seen in CMV history, but the fact remains, Brandon Ace, the new real Pure Champion, and guys, it has been confirmed that this upcoming episode of Octane, the main event, will be Brandon Ace, Alaric, unification matchup. Real Pure Champion gonna be crowned. Will it be 3 for 3 as Alaric goes up against Brandon Ace? Will it be 3 for 3 right here? As Tobias Jones, guys, the Intercontinental Champion, has 2 wins over Pink Star. Defeated him twice. Once to win the Intercontinental Championship, and then a couple weeks ago, defeated him in a rematch. Both bangers, but Pink Star did not give up easily. He finally showed Tobias Jones the respect he deserves when he had the chance after their latest matchup to attack him from behind. After the match, he chose not to, instead shaking Tobias' hand, but afterwards Pink Star saying, look, I'm not going to tuck tail and run. I want one more match, one more opportunity. And Tobias, if you beat me, I will never challenge for that Intercontinental Championship again so long as you are champion. And this 2 out of 3 falls matchup, Pink Star looking to erase those 2 losses and become Intercontinental Champion once again. Or will Tobias Jones prove that he is just the better man when it comes to these two? Pink Star has only been defeated by one man since arriving here in CMV. And it's the man that he faces here tonight. It's Pink Star, who won the Intercontinental Championship back at Attack in Australia. But the very next episode of Shockwave, his reign cut short by that man right there. The Intercontinental Champion, Tobias Jones, who then proved it was no fluke. It was no stroke of luck, I should say, when he defeated Pink Star again. But Tobias Jones finally got what he wanted, the respect of Pink Star. And I got a feeling we are in for yet another instant classic between these two right here. 2 out of 3 falls. The better man leaves Los Angeles as the Intercontinental Champion in what could be a very good night for the Jones family, because obviously, still to come, Amelia Jones faces Celestia for the vacant Women's World Championship. It might be a party, the Jones family farm, depending on how the night goes, or it could be a very somber evening. Pink Star, one of the most exciting superstars to come through the doors here in CMV in recent years. Human highlight reel. But a lot of the same can be said about Tobias Jones, the former man of mystery, who now has come into his own as a member of the Jones family. A man who puts respect and honor before anything else. And he fought tooth and nail to earn the respect of Pink Star. Now here at Validation, this story comes to an end. 2 out of 3 falls. Intercontinental Championship is what it's about. Pink Star with something to prove. Tobias Jones ready to get it on. Referee gonna ring that bell, and here we go. Immediately a kick to the midsection and followed up by a sunset flip powerbomb. Now see, unlike last night during day 1 of Validation, in which we saw Brandon Ace become the new real pure champion, defeating Silas Blackwell in that pure rules match, which is 2 out of 3 falls. You can win a fall by count out here. You cannot win the championship, though. The championship round cannot be won by count out or disqualification. So let's say Pink Star could beat Tobias Jones right now by count out and earn the first fall. But when it goes to the championship round, it must be by pin or submission in the ring. That's the one champion's advantage Tobias Jones has here that Silas Blackwell did not. He's going to kick to the midsection and a head scissors DDT, forcing Pink Star to kiss the floor. Not the best start for the challenger here. Back into the ring. And again, Pink Star says he's a man of his word. If he loses this matchup, he will never challenge for the Intercontinental Championship again, so long as Tobias is the champion. Who knows how long Tobias Jones might be champion? It could be for a year. That's what Pink Star is putting on the line here as he looks for the first fall off that knee to the jaw, but only a 1 count. Now going to spin him around. He's got a pseudo 21, and again, right into the pin. The ref taking his time, getting into position for that one. Get Justice Stone back out here, brother. We need a real referee. Back suplex, Pink Star. We're throwing it all at Tobias Jones here, the opening minutes of this championship match. Now we get some rapid kicks to the face, guys. Still to come, we're going to crown a new Women's World Champion. Amelia Jones of the Killjoy Club against Celestia. We've still got Tailcoat Val Peligro in a rematch from the showdown. Of course, our main event, triple threat for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. Cam Harris, Blake Virtue, and the defending champion, of course, himself, Troy Cole. Tobias Jones with a plethora of knees here, but now Pink Star fires back with a spinning back kick, man. Some serious whiplash right there, and another pin. Pink Star is trying to score this first fall, man, as quickly as he can, take the lead. Which, of course, would then force Tobias Jones to have to score 2 falls in a row in order to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Ooh, Tobias, a little bit of shadow boxing, maybe getting himself ready for Carlos Corvo, who, of course, recently announced signing with CMV, along with a plethora of others. New Superstar Initiative. We're going to see a lot of them debut this upcoming week on both Shockwave and Octane. Great aerial assault there by Tobias, as now he throws Pink Star back into the ring, but Pink Star already back to his feet. Backstabber! Jeez! Pink Star, you never know what comes next, man, when Pink Star is in that ring. But a lot of the things that we said about Tobias Jones. The Jones family, they produce a lot of very distinct competitors here in CMV. Tobias Jones, who likes to take to the air, very fast, very agile. Then, of course, you got Emmett Jones, who relies more on his fists, good old-fashioned fighting. And Amelia Jones, kind of well-rounded. It's kind of a combination of the both. Elbows to the midsection here by Pink Star. Gets himself free. Takes Tobias right down into a modified Fujiwara armbar. Tobias is quick to escape it, though, before any serious or long-lasting damage can be done to that arm. Although he was holding it, so maybe just those couple of seconds might have done some damage. Bangarang! Spin, spin, spin. Win, win, win. Uno, dos, but no tres. Tobias Jones unable to score the first fall, but I don't think he's done. Will it be a Blue Thunder Bomb? What's he going for? Big punch! Woo! The shades of his big brother Emmett right there with that slobber knocker. And now might look for the corkscrew shooting star press! Into the pin! 1, 2! But still unable to score the first fall here in this Intercontinental Championship matchup. To the ropes he goes for a springboard moonsault attempt, but Pink Star able to get out of the way. And this is very unlike Pink Star. A little bit of a showcase of his ground skills, his Indian deathlock. To the ropes now goes Pink Star for a top rope moonsault. Going to outdo Tobias Jones, his middle rope moonsault attempt. Anything you can do, I could be better type of vibe here. Oh, and now Tobias got busted open off that stomp. You see, Pink Star, look at the wrestler here. Pink Star, wait a minute. Yeah, happy with himself. That was impressive. We've never seen something like that from Pink Star before. Stepping his game up, man. Wants people to know, look, I'm not a one-trick pony. I'm not just a high flyer. Tobias Jones caught on the rebound right there. Dropped on the back of his neck with that snap. Dragon suplex, but a knee to the jaw and a poison rana. Tobias, though, not able to capitalize. Looks like that took just about all he has out of him, which is not a good sign. We haven't even scored the first fall yet, man. A match like this, 2 out of 3 falls, it's really mainly about conditioning. Trying to pace yourself, but if Tobias is already out of energy, man, that does not bode well for the defending champion here. Pink Star going to the top rope. Oh, he's going to pander to these fans a little bit. I don't know, premature celebration. Oh, but now looking to give Tobias Jones a reality check. As the champion is in a bad way right now, and the challenger knows it too. Don't get ahead of yourself, Pink Star. Tobias here in the corner. Oh, but Tobias lured him in. See? Play around with the boy. Get a boot to the face for your troubles. Punch to the gut by Pink Star. Gets back to his feet. Single knee to the side of the head. Woo! That's Blake Virtue style right there. And another top rope moonsault, but this time Jones sensed it. Gets himself out of harm's way. Off the ropes he goes. And a Blake Virtue knee drop. Might be a big Blake Virtue fan. Understandable. There's a lot in that locker room. There's another Revolution knee. Tobias now trying to rally these LA fans as he goes round and round. A plethora of stomps to the chest of Pink Star. Quickly though, tripped up. Pink Star right into a pin. Might be hurt after that. Bit of a desperate display by the challenger, but a kick out by Jones. The former farmer boy. Long way from home. What is this? Pink Star rolling unprettier into the pin to score the first fall. But no, Tobias Jones right to the ropes though. No hesitation. Stays on the attack of the springboard splash. 1, 2, but a kick out by Jones. Pink Star looks like he's taking this moment in. Again, not the time to do so, as Tobias with a forearm smash. And another. Here comes the Tanahashi clothesline. Great combination put together perfectly. Into the pin. 1, 2. But a kick out. And Tobias can't believe it, man. He's throwing a lot of his best shots at Pink Star already. The bangarang, that corkscrew moonsault. There's that Revolution knee again. Into the pin. 1, 2. Really trying to crack Pink Star's jaw here. Oh, there's a Ralph cameo. He's loving this matchup, and of course, why wouldn't he? Phenomenal matchup so far, but neither man able to score a fall. Look at Tobias Jones shoving Pink Star back. Those kicks, tries for a corkscrew. Pink Star, though, able to sidestep him. Jockeying for control. Tobias with a punch to the gut. Gets himself back to his feet. High kick. Forearm smash, no caught. Now back and forth here between these two men who are starting to know each other all too well. Drop down by Tobias. There's the leapfrog. Turn around. Tries for the corkscrew kick again, though. That time he just completely missed. Some more kicks. Tripped up. Ooh, thrown down hard by Pink Star. Pink Star. Look at, they're just staring each other down. Like, God damn, all right, what do we do here? Big knee to the face by Tobias. 1, 2, but a kick out. We might never see the first fall scored here at this point. Oh, more stops from Tobias Jones. Again and again to the chest. You can see the challenger starting to get frustrated. Oh, but wait a minute. Going up to the top rope. Might it be time for another? Whoa! What the? What a shooting star press from Tobias Jones. Had some stank on it. And another knee. That's got to do it, surely. 1, 2. Oh, my God, bro. Kick out by Pink Star. Tobias, look this shit. He's looking to the fans, man. What do I do? What a big drop kick. And another one. Ducks the clothesline attempt off the ropes. Goes Pink Star. Crossbody puts down the champion. Pink Star starting to rally. Hooks the leg, middle of the ring. 1, 2. What a kick out. What is it going to take for one of these two men to put the other down? We just need a first fall. Blue Thunderbomb. No. Countered. Elbow to the top of the head. And the shin breaker. Dragon Screw combination by Pink Star. Follows it up now with a stomp to the bicep. Pink Star maybe trying to mix up his game a little bit. Starting to go after the joints of Tobias. Ralph is really, really into this matchup right now. Jumping up and down, man. He can't get enough. Everybody in this building on their feet. Look around. Oh, my God. I thought that was going to be it right there after everything. Pink Star scored the first fall like that. And Pink Star going to bring Tobias to his feet. Kick to the gut, though, by the champion. As now he looks to take Pink Star into the corner. I mean, it comes to a certain point, guys. The amount of times these two have fought, shared the ring together, teamed together, they know each other oh so well, man. Like the back pile driver! Pink Star just said, fuck you. And Tobias looks for refuge at ringside, but it's Pink Star we're talking about. Over the top! But Tobias ducked! Tobias Jones knew it was coming. He was able to duck. Luckily, it looks like Pink Star didn't land too badly. Pink Star, I'm going to knock this boy out of the stadium, he says. Oh, look at that. It's Pink Star with the stomps, paying back Tobias for all those stomps earlier. Hook to the jaw, going to spin him around. What is this? Oh! Backstabber into a crossface! Crossface locked in, but this is not false count anywhere. Even if Jones does tap out here, it's not going to matter. That's not going to be a point earned for Pink Star. Super kick now. Double taps him. What is going on here in the booth? Pink Star. Irish whip. Ooh, right into the LED ring post there. Gotta get back into the ring. They have until 20 to do so. Tobias Jones not going to wait that long. Tosses Pink Star back into the ring. Overhand punch. And now, Tobias! Cliffhanger DDT! That's how he won the Intercontinental Championship. 1, 2, 3, and he does it! Tobias Jones scores the first fall. Right back to work! With that Blake Virtue knee drop. Why not another one? That's why! Pink Star gets out of the way. Tobias might have jacked up his knee. Liger Bomb! To tie it up! 1, 2, 3, and he does! Just like that, it's 1-1. Ralph is going crazy! Off the ropes goes Tobias. Dropped down by Pink Star. Now the leapfrog. Tanahashi clothesline! After all that, man, look at Pink Star. Like it ain't no game in a chicken wing. And a stomp to the arm. Repeated kicks to the gut. That's Pink Star getting a little bit of a rude boy behavior. A springboard Pele kick, but again, Tobias Jones not able to immediately get to his feet and take advantage. The effects of this matchup evident at this point. Both men exhausted finally! Tobias did not give up, and he hits that corkscrew kick at last. And another knee drop as he shows off a little bit. Pink Star gets to his feet. Hurricane Rana. And over the top, but no, Tobias slides back into the ring. And look, it looks at, oh! Tobias Jones got a bit overzealous there. Luckily, it looks like he didn't manage to shatter his own tailbone. Gets back into the ring, but Pink Star's lying in wait. Elbow to the side of the head. Hurricane Rana! Tries for a stomp to the face. There is just no chance to take a breath, man. The way these two are going at each other, it is truly a million miles a minute. Great kick there by Tobias Jones, but gets to his feet as quickly as he can. It might not be quick enough. As he hoists up Pink Star powerbomb, flips him over for the final flash knee right to the side of it. All these knees, man, from Tobias Jones in this matchup. Now it's Pink Star. Just gets back into the ring nonchalantly. Tobias Jones, man, he's taking a lot of big risks late into this matchup, which he's known for, but good chance he ends up knocking himself out. He's got to be more careful, more reserved. Pink Star scooping up Tobias Jones, drops him down right into a pin. 1, 2. Imagine if it ends off a scoop slam after everything we've seen these two do to each other in this matchup. Where's Pink Star going? Looks like he was maybe thinking about grabbing a weapon for a second. Dropped on his head a couple too many times in this matchup. Forgot that disqualifications are in effect. He remembered though, luckily. He's now back in the ring. Elbow to the midsection. Right, kick combination by Pink Star, but the super kick gets caught by Tobias. Shakes his head like, you thought! And a Pele kick to the back of the head. Pink Star, that looked like it may have rocked him. And Tobias is going to take advantage. Spinning full kick go by Pink Star. And now Pink Star again back to his disrespectful ways. Springboard Phoenix Splash just out of nowhere, but Tobias, how about those reflexes to get himself out of the way, into the pin now. Referee slides into position to retain. Again, it is 1-1. Next fall wins. Oh my God, Pink Star is starting to bleed profusely from underneath his mask. He must have gotten cut open at some point. I didn't see what exactly it was. There's blood all over the canvas now. And you can see Pink Star trying to end this matchup, realizing perhaps he may have really hurt himself. And especially when you have a mask on and you start to bleed like that, the blood underneath the mask is going to get in your eyes, and it's not going to be easy to try and clear it away. But off that moonsault fall away slam, Pink Star with the rolling Unprettier into the pin. 1, 2. Unreal. Tobias Jones, who looks like his nose might be hanging off of his face right now, beginning to gush blood as well. Tobias Jones, luckily I don't think he saw that. Pink Star flipping him off as he goes to the top. Shooting Star Press! Uno, dos! No tres. No tres. Pink Star wipes the blood from his mouth as he goes over the top. Tobias again ducks the plancha attempt. Like a blood all over the apron, all over the floor at ringside. Bangarang! Another bangarang, just pulled that out of his ass to Tobias Jones. He gets back into the ring. Look at Tobias, might not know where he is right now. Brother, you're in Los Angeles. This is Validation Day 2. Wake up, because the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Pink Star's going to hop back into the ring now. Quickly, though, back to the outside. Tobias Jones is just leaving a trail of blood everywhere he goes. It comes to a certain point where the referee might have to seriously think about stopping this match. The amount of blood that where's Pink Star going? These two are losing so much blood, and I think Pink Star is proving exactly why this referee might have to stop the matchup. But neither man is going to budge. You're not going to see Pink Star, you're not going to see Jones tell the referee, hey, stop this matchup. That's the very last thing that's going to happen out here tonight. As Tobias Jones climbs to the top rope one last time, but Pink Star knew it was coming. Avoids it, gets out of the way. Hurricanrana reversed into a European uppercut. Ralph once again, as Pink Star goes to the corner, lines up his shot. One last shot. What a super kick into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Pink Star is once again the Intercontinental Champion after a war. And there's no other way to describe what we just saw. A war between these two men. Pink Star, though, he knew it was all on the line here tonight. Tobias Jones, though, I'll be the first to say, has nothing to be ashamed of. What a performance. Pink Star just brought that much more here tonight at Validation. Okay, my friends. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Apologize for that short little intermission. Hopefully you used to get yourself some snacks, maybe an orange juice and some carrot sticks. Because we are not done. They got validation, and Ralph is okay. Ralph is okay. Just a little bit of an emergency. Nothing too crazy, but he's all right now. He just got overhyped for that matchup, and can you really blame him? Can you really truly blame him after what we just witnessed between Pink Star and Tobias Jones? What a match that was, and definitely big congratulations to Pink Star, once again the Intercontinental Champion. But guys, from one Jones sibling to another, as Amelia Jones, in a strange twist of fate, finds herself competing here tonight at Validation to crown a new Women's World Champion. And that twist of fate, of course, the fact that Hikiko, in that triple threat tornado tag team matchup on the past episode of Shockwave, was injured. She was able to tough it out, make it to the end of the matchup, but ultimately lost, was pinned by Isabella Almas. And of course, here at Validation, guys, it was supposed to be Hikiko defending the Women's World Championship against the former champion Isabella Almas. But because of her injury, the championship was vacated. Isabella Almas was supposed to be in this matchup, but she said, no. I pinned Hikiko in that triple threat tornado tag team matchup. I should be the champion. I should just be given the championship. I'm the last person to pin the champion. Pat LaFave tried to reason with her, said that's not how it works. Wanted Almas to compete here tonight to face Celestia for the Women's World Championship, but Almas said, no, I'm the real champion, I'm having none of it. So Pat said, okay, Amelia Jones of the Killjoy Club. And I think Pat is underestimating Amelia Jones. Thought that Amelia would be easy pickings here for Celestia, and a chance for Pat LaFave to embarrass Amelia Jones, of course, a member of the Killjoy Club, a member of Team Ellie Quinn and Shay Hoxton. But I think that maybe, just maybe, Pat LaFave might regret this. Amelia Jones has shocked us in the past on more than one occasion. She's no pushover. She's young. She's naive in a lot of ways. Sometimes she lets her anger get the better of her. We've seen that a lot more recently. But when the time comes to get down to business, Amelia Jones is nobody to be taken lightly. And Celestia had better not be the one to make that mistake right here, right now. We're going to crown a new Women's World Champion. And immediately Celestia takes down Amelia Jones with a kick to the face. Obviously, you can see Stevie Gabriel, the significant other of Amelia Jones, and of course, another member of the Killjoy Club in her corner, while Celestia is backed up by still the women's tag team champions Alice Blake and Sarah Miller, retaining last night during day one of Validation against the Uncut Gems and paying Celestia back. Celestia, of course, helped them out a few weeks ago in a trios matchup, and all three of them a part of Team Pat LaFave, Team CMV, and they knew that Stevie Gabriel would be out here, so trying to even the odds. Not saying that Gabriel might try to pull something, but also not saying that. But Hikiko's out. Isabella Almas is walking around claiming she's the real Women's World Champion, saying that she doesn't recognize this matchup. No matter who wins, it doesn't matter to her. She's the champion. That's not how it actually works in the real world. As Amelia Jones and Celestia, one of these women will leave here tonight as the Women's World Champion. And obviously, it's either going to be great for Team Ellie Quinn and Shay Hoxton for the Killjoy Club, or it's going to be great for Pat LaFave. This event overall has not been too kind to Quinn Hoxton and their allies. We just saw earlier tonight them defeated in that mixed tag team matchup, beaten by Maggie Shaw and Xander Slate. Of course, Chloe Marks unable to win in the six-pack challenge match to crown the inaugural Women's Rite of Passage champion. Doug Thompson was able to retain the Zero G championship, but obviously the Women's World Championship, that's one of the biggest championships here in CMV. A lot of people consider that to be the championship here in CMV. This women's division, the best it's ever been in our 10 years. Ellie Quinn delivers some big shots. Celestia looks like she's trying to knock her down to the outside. Celestia, though, able to get back into the ring. Remember, Celestia, the winner of the Queen of the Hill match, challenged Beatrice Lotus for the Women's World Championship back at Ascendance 12. And Celestia, along with Jay Young, they're the main reason that this whole war really kicked off, after they were unceremoniously booted from the rulers of the ring tournament in favor of Tailcoat Val's Arsenal. Audia, the return of Amar Ray Rivers and Isabella Alma, Celestia and Jay Young created a petition, went around trying to rally the locker room against Tailcoat Val and her Arsenal, and eventually Pat LaFave decided to side with them. In comes Ellie Quinn and Shay Hoxton. Months later, here we are. The future of CMV up in the air. Everybody joining sides, lines drawn in the sand. Big knee to the face there by Amelia Jones, trying to pick up the slack for the Jones family after obviously Tobias Jones just lost the Intercontinental Championship. And our last matchup, again, though, no shade towards him whatsoever. That might just be one of the greatest matches in CMV history. No cap. Celestia came up short at Ascendance 12. Not looking to let it happen again here tonight as she ties up Amelia in the Windsor knot. This might be a direct shot at Isabella Almas. Obviously, she's petrified of that maneuver. And you have to think that Isabella Almas, even though she might not recognize this matchup, that it's actually for the Women's World Championship, she's surely watching. Celestia, I said, man, at the start of this matchup, I hope Celestia doesn't come out here underestimating Amelia Jones, because that's why Pat LaFave picked Amelia. Look, no, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Amelia Jones. The fact of the matter is, though, this is her first ever shot at a world championship. Does she deserve it? I don't really think so. But Pat LaFave obviously thought that it would be a great chance to give Celestia an easy win and, again, take a shot at Ellie Quinn and Shay Hoxton. But Amelia Jones is looking to prove them all wrong. She goes off the ropes, big time body splash, middle of the ring, gonna hook the leg. One! Oh, only a 1 count though. As we get a crank of the neck. Amelia Jones wanting to slow things down. Celestia. Amelia gives Celestia the thumbs up. Really able to switch on and off as Amelia Jones when it comes to her anger that, like I was talking about before, we've really seen exhibited over these last couple of months. Ever since she first joined up with Aaron Stone and the Regulators, and now as a part of the Killjoy Club, stabbing Precious Pratt in the back, even though she might have been right to do so. She had her reasons, and I've even said before that I kind of agree with her. I side with her. Fact of the matter is, betrayed Precious Pratt. Get a hook in the leg here. But in a lot of ways, Amelia Jones is still so young, so naive when it comes to this business, and now as a part of the Killjoy Club, influenced by Ellie Quinn. Whether that's a bad thing or a good thing in your opinion, she's had a few days' notice, man, to compete at one of our biggest events of the year for the World Championship. Celestia going up top. Big double boot stomp to the gut. This one could be over right here. 1, 2. Very, very nearly. 2.999. And I don't think that Amelia Jones is out of the deep end just yet. Celestia looks like she was maybe thinking about going to the corner here. Taking a little bit too long deciding about what she wants to do next. Could be an opening for Amelia Jones. Double accent. Oh, Amelia with a cheeky little elbow to the gut there. Caught Celestia off guard. And now we're going to see Jones, who is a former women's tag team champion. Spent some time as a referee here in CMV. X-Plex! By the underdog into the pin. 1, 2. Will it be the ultimate upset here tonight? Amelia Jones. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. The influence of the Killjoy Club, of Ellie Quinn. The old Amelia Jones never would have thought about doing something like this. Take it off that top turnbuckle cover with the moon stomp. the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Celestia is your new Women's World Champion. Notice how as soon as Amelia Jones decided to try and play dirty, as soon as she took off that top turnbuckle cover in an attempt to cheat, it cost her. It bit her in the ass. As Celestia takes advantage and is crowned the new Women's World Champion. Big, massive victory here for Team Pat LaFave for CMV. Validation day 2, my friends. It's been a so-so night. Interesting overall. You at least have to say that much for a few different reasons. But we are now in the thick of it after just crowning a new Women's World Champion. Congratulations to Celestia and Amelia Jones. She gave it socks, man. But if she wouldn't have gone to take off that top turnbuckle cover, if she didn't try to cheat, I gotta wonder what may have been. She took her eyes off the prize. Was she trying to impress Stevie Gabriel, Ellie Quinn by trying to, I don't know, but in the end it costs her. And now Pat LaFave is gonna have a big, what the Telco now? Where the hell did she just come from? I was still recapping the last match, man. You gotta give me a chance here. Peligro making his way to the ring for our co-main event here. A rematch against Telco Val. And Val, I think she was under the ring, or did she come from the crowd? I didn't even notice. But a suicide dive completely blindsiding Peligro. As now she takes him up to the top rope. Oh my God! Jeez. Val! The power of the Puppet Master just yeeted Peligro off the top rope right there. And the Fatal Feline gotta be in a whirlwind right now. What the hell just happened? Telco Val came with the age-old ace up her sleeve. Now this matchup has begun. We're going to send Telco Val down to the outside. Hey, the Royal Rumble was last month, buddy. That was mob violence. Suicide dive, but no! Telco Val back in. Again, catching Peligro off guard right there, guys. This a rematch from the showdown where technically Telco Val won via disqualification. Remember, it was supposed to be Telco Val versus Pat LaFave, but it was LaFave who pulled a fast one on Val, replacing himself with Peligro, and Peligro blew a fireball in Val's face, which led to a disqualification. Val victorious, but Peligro looked to drag Telco Val away, was stopped by Xander Slate, though. And that was the night we found out Xander Slate chose his side, siding with the arsenal of Telco Val. That led, of course, to Attack on Australia, where Xander Slate defeated Peligro. one-on-one, but since Peligro has hijacked the propaganda machine of Tailcoat Val, not only putting out his own Double D ad we saw last week for his own modified merch, but also releasing his own newspaper. And Val, one of her deadliest weapons, if not her deadliest weapon, is that propaganda machine of hers, that news that she spreads with those Benson ads, with that newspaper of hers, keeps those wheels turning. And Peligro sought to destroy that facet of Val's arsenal up on the top right now. And Peligro Poison Rana to Tailcoat Val! Oh, Peligro obviously had a rough start for this matchup, man, but he's managed to fire back. And now a senton, looks for a senton across the lower back. Val able to move out of the way as now an Irish whip. Gonna send her off the ropes, leapfrog. And a super kick attempt. What else from Peligro, but Val able to see it coming. What a Hurricane Rana. Right into the pin goes Peligro. Only a 1 count. Oh, I just hope that Peligro has not brought with him the ingredients needed for another fireball here. We don't want to see another disqualification. We all want to see, I think, right, I can speak for the CMV Universe, we want to see Val taken down a peg. Drop Tailcoat Val, the drop Peligro on top of his head right there. And a hook of the leg into the pin. Val gets a pretty close 2.999 right there. Take to the midsection. So he's going to go to the ropes. Springboard, super kick, and Val's just been busted open. Val just got cut wide open off of that. I think we've already seen plenty of blood here tonight after the 2 out of 3 falls Intercontinental Championship match between Pingstar and Tobias Jones, man. Looking like a goddamn Quentin Tarantino movie, but Hangman's neckbreaker now by Val. Things have certainly started to slow down here between these two after an erratic start. Looking to the crowd now, everybody on their feet here at Validation Day 2. This is our co-main event, of course, coming up next. Our main event triple threat match for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. The dream match that we waited over 2 years for. Cam Harris, Blake Virtue, and of course the defending champion, Troy Colt. Up against the ropes, Irish whip. Peligro, though, putting those lucha tings to good use. Big old drop kick, gonna launch Val into the corner. Almost knocked the back of her head right off the bottom turnbuckle there. Val. Now extending the arm, Peligro. As she seeks to see, Tailcoat Val is really all about that slow, methodical pace, not just in the ring, really in her life in general, her strategies in and out of the ring. That was why that start, her jumping out of the ring, surprising Peligro like that, was so shocking. That's not typical Tailcoat Val, but now starting to get into that groove we're used to seeing from her. And Peligro does not want to let that happen. Gets her into the corner. Tailcoat Val. And the counter, though. Now it's Peligro in the corner and up on the top rope. Val with a fucking muscle buster! What? Val bringing out the ultra rare muscle buster, and Peligro kicks out and gets right back to his feet. A unit. You know, they say cats have 9 lives, but I think Peligro blew through his 9 lives a long time ago. He's on some extra lives here. And that muscle buster may have taken another one. You see Val now go to the top rope. Again, not typical Val here, but a double boot stop. That's the kind of move, man, that can really shatter every single rib in your body into the pin right in the middle of the ring, but Peligro is able to kick out. And there we see again, like a double boot stomp, man, right to the midsection of Peligro. For all we know right now, he could have multiple cracked ribs after that. At the very least, going to make it harder for him to breathe. But we see Peligro putting his kitty claws and sharp fangs to use here. Pouncing on Tailcoat Val. Nipping and biting. And again, look at this. Smacking the back of her head off the canvas. Again and again, but Val able to oh my God, and it looks like those fangs have drawn blood. Val is starting to bleed all over the canvas. Those kitty claws, man, they are as dangerous as they are. Big super kick. As Val, he is not used, man, to being on the back foot like this. Peligro has really just, pardon my French here, fucked up her shit over these last few weeks. Never before has her arsenal been in such dire jeopardy. And never has Val's power here in CMV been challenged so. Not just by Pat LaFave and CMV, but by Quinn and by Hodgson and by their growing alliance now. Never, 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 ever has Val looked so, I don't want to say weak. I'm not going to say that she and her arsenal are weak, but never have they looked so not as dominant as these past, 6-7 years since she first arrived here in CMV as a part of NGW. And we've just seen her power grow and grow and grow over these years, especially this past year. Val has really made a concentrated effort to bring more members into the arsenal, even branching out. And as we've seen with Maggie Shaw, with Xander Slate. Knife edge chop there. Knocks Peligro out of the corner. Again, we see every single fan in this arena is on their feet. Not a single person sitting down for this one. Look at Val's blood all in the corner there. Ripping and tearing. She's taking control now, though, and again, slowing things down, starting to try and pick Peligro apart. Kick to the side of the head, though. Peligro, the former global champion. There's those kitty claws again, wrapping around the throat of Tailcoat Val. Greco-Roman throat hold. Kick to the gut, though. Peligro. Super kick, the double tap. Uno, dos, down goes Val. Looks like she takes it, though, on the chin. Gets straight back up. The toughness of Val, I don't think, has ever been in question. Not just, obviously, her physical toughness we're seeing here, but especially her mental fortitude. Her ability to manipulate others. Also that knee to the side of the head. Peligro side of the way. Peligro starting to bleed badly now, too. Look at the pool of blood he's left there on the floor at ringside. Up to the top rope, though, he goes, and Peligro with a double axe handle, keeping it simple. Nothing too insane. As we get another replay there of that double tap, super kick to the jaw, and then one to the back of the head as well. We are here in our co-main event, day 2 of validation, and Peligro getting himself a little bit of a mid-match snack. Biting a chunk out of the finger there of Tailcoat Val. Trying to keep her in position. He's going to... Oh! Peligro with a no! Trying for the super kick. But Val sees it coming. Whoa! What a European uppercut. And follows that up with a pile driver. Pile driver. I hardly know her. Val locked in. Clothesline, snap, power slam there by the master manipulator. The master of puppets. Again, gonna drop Peligro right on top of his head. Look at that pile driver to the head. Now up to the top rope, definitely fixating on the head and neck. Tries for that double boot stomp again. Peligro gets out of the way, but not able to capitalize as taken down with a clothesline. Now back to the top. Val goes for that double boot stomp again. Peligro gets up and out of the way, but once more Val instantaneously shuts him down with that chop block to the top rope again. Double boot stomp! A second time, and surely if Peligro did not have any cracked ribs before, damn sure at this point. Oh, Peligro rolling to the outside, avoiding getting pinned, but not able to avoid that suicide dive. Well and truly, man, like nothing we have ever seen before from Tailcoat Val. in this matchup. And again, I think that's evident of everything that's going on, the way that she's being challenged like never before. She knows she has to mix it up. She needs to come up with something new, unexpected, not just in the ring. Again, we look to her recruiting Maggie Shaw and her recruiting Xander Slate. Ligro, who hasn't really chosen a side in this war, his war is against Tailcoat Val. He doesn't really care about the overarching war here in CMV for its future. Which I guess, both Pat LaFave as well as Quinn and Hoxton, they don't really care. As finally Peligro hits the super kick, but blood pouring from out of that cut. He's able to make it to the pin. Did he waste too much time though? No, he's done it. Peligro has pinned Tailcoat Val here at Validation. Peligro, what the hell is he doing? Oh! Peligro getting a table and he's just lit it on fire! The fatal feline is not done! With Tailcoat Val! The table lit ablaze! And Peligro throws Val through the flaming table! Holy shit! Or at least he waited for after the match. This time, a statement made by Peligro here at Validation. Well, once again, we had to get the ringside crew to come out here and sanitize the canvas in the ringside area after that blood fest. And I want to make sure that those fans in the front row weren't set on fire after Peligro throwing an exclamation point on his win over Tailcoat Val, putting her through a flaming table. And Val was carried to the back by some of her masked minions. How does Tailcoat Val respond to this? I shiver to think. Seriously. Goosebumps just imagining what Tailcoat Val might do after what we just saw Peligro pull here at Validation. But after everything we saw last night during day one, everything that we've witnessed here tonight, day two, live from Los Angeles, California, one of our biggest events of the year, Validation, guys. It comes down to this. I'm going to need some lifetime supply of W here at this point. I have a feeling, man, by the time this match comes to an end, a few lozenges. Going to have to get Zach in here to massage my throat, but it's worth it because we have waited over 2 years for this match. This dream match dubbed by the vast majority of the CM universe. It was supposed to happen way back at Ascendance 10. But of course, Jason Spade sleeping his way to the top made it a fatal 4-way, and dreams were crushed. It worked out for him in the end. He won that matchup, became global champion. But at last, here at Validation, the year of our Lord 2025, it's happening. Cam Harris, the hometown hero, with his friends and his family, his loved ones here in attendance. Blake Virtue, looking to become undisputed world heavyweight champion. 3 men who came up together, trained together at the same wrestling school, arrived in CMV at different times over the years, have clashed on numerous occasions. They've all beaten each other. They've fought one-on-one. They've fought in tag team matches. But never before have we seen Harris, Virtue, and Colt in a triple threat match. And it is for the grandest prize in all of CMV, the crown jewel, the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, which is held, of course, by that man right there, Mr. No Days Off. The man who here tonight, if he can somehow find a way to leave Los Angeles still the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, will officially tie Justin Sane for the most successful championship defenses in CMV history. Justin Sane's record sits at 6. Troy Colt is at 5. Can he make it 6 here tonight? With the opportunity to then go on and make history. But that's the future man in Troy Colt. Look, I might not personally like the guy, but he's not an idiot. He's not foolish enough to look past the 2 men he's sharing the ring with here tonight. He knows this is about to be the toughest match of his CMV career, of his life. The dream becomes a reality. Our main event for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. 3 former world champions, former global champions. But tonight it's about the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. The Sin City Savior Cam Harris, the best bout machine, the hometown hero Blake Virtue, Mr. No Days Off Troy Colt. Let's get it on, baby. No more waiting, no more hoping, no more dreaming. As Harris immediately takes to Troy Colt with some kicks to the face. Virtue, though, with a few of his own to Harris, as Colt now spins him around and scoops him up. Harris going to step out of the way, allow Colt to give Virtue the age-old snake eyes right there. And despite this matchup being made official a couple of weeks back, these 3 have such respect for one another. A strong friendship that goes back years, forged in the fires of them training together, going to the same wrestling school. We saw that when they teamed together against the common enemy of the Jackals this past episode of Shockwave. That trios matchup, which, by the way, again, part of my French here, beat that ass. Did the dream team, Harris, Virtue, and Colt, working together like a well-oiled machine. Taught those jackals a lesson. Look at Troy Colt bringing in a weapon. Obviously, this is a triple threat match. That means no countouts. That means no disqualifications. Colt's going back and forth here like a game of Pong. One for Harris, one for Virtue. Back to Harris, then to Virtue again. As now Harris drops out of the ring. Quick pin attempt by Colt to retain. Looking to make it just that easy, but no such luck for Mr. No Days Off. Again, that friendship though, that respect, it gets put on pause. It gets wrapped up and chucked out the window for this matchup. Because only one man leaves Los Angeles, leaves validation as the king of the mountain, as the undisputed champion. Troy Colt, who has no champion's advantage, who doesn't even have to be involved in the decision to lose his championship here tonight. We could see Harris pin Virtue, Virtue pin Harris, and we got a new champion just like that. After everything Colt is going through again, I don't like the guy. But everything that he went through against John Lipnick, winning the championship at Ascendance 12, defending it as much as he has since then against some of the best of the best. 5 defenses. Will it be 6? Will he tie Justin Sane's record here tonight? Scooped up by Harris, but Colt able to drop down behind him into a reverse DDT. Virtue lying in wait. Gonna look to drag Colt into the corner. Maybe now Harris just hanging back. Looks like maybe they decided to team up on Colt here. Not a bad strategy after he went at them with that sledgehammer. I might be a little bit pissed off too. Oh, but a partnership there may have been. Comes through down there with that knee to the jaw by Blade Virtue. Again, he's got his close friends. He's got his family here in attendance. His hometown of Los Angeles, California. Big fisherman's driver as Harris takes a second to try and pander to these fans. I don't think that's going to work. I think Virtue definitively has the support of the fans here tonight. German suplex that when Colt's been busted open. Harris now going for the sledgehammer. Colt says, that's mine. Drops down behind, shot to the back of the knee. This gives Virtue the chance to get back to his feet. Colt, though, going to intervene. Picks up Harris, walks him right past Virtue. Taking his time, though, and Harris with some elbows to the side of the head. And some more kicks to the face. There's a clothesline, though. Eliminated from the Royal Rumble is Cam Harris. Straight back in, though. No time to dilly-dally in this matchup, man. One of the big, look at, I'll say it, one of the biggest matches in CMV history right here. 2 years plus in the making. Poison Rana spikes Blake Virtue. And any, typical man might go for the pin right there, but Harris knows Virtue too well. He knows that's not going to be enough. Troy Colt down on the outside. You can see the referee here looking at him, checking on him, because Colt's got, that is a really nasty cut he's got alongside the left side of his face. Doesn't back down, just Mr. No Days Off straight back into the ring to lay out Cam Harris with a jumping forearm smash. Now gonna watch here as, Virtue's cut open too. He's got a little cut on his cheek. Not as bad as what Colt's working with, but Harris gonna be able to avoid that knee drop. These 3 guys with a whole lot of different ways to beat you. Will it be the jackpot from Cam Harris? Will it be the knee party from Blake Virtue? Will it be a 330 slam? Maybe all of the above. Virtue putting that kendo stick to use for a second, but now a back suplex to Harris. Colt here in the corner. Harris gonna go for a pin right at the feet of Colt, who wakes up to break it up. There's Colt. He's starting to bleed all over his chest now. Oh, God. I think that cut might be, oh, my God. He's been cut on the other side of his head now, too. Troy Colt's got 2 open wounds, and he's just starting to bleed all over himself and the canvas. Yeah, those cuts are a lot worse than I even thought. Look, he's just leaking here. Eat defeat from Virtue and a kick to the ass. Troy Colt as he goes for a knee drop. Trying to get to his feet. Troy Colt gonna help him. Through the fire, through the flames, through the pain, Troy Colt will be the last man to ever back down. Doesn't matter what shape he's in. We've seen that plenty of times over these last few years. Look at his rivalry with George King. Look at what he went through with Jay Young. Oh my God, what a knee! To the outside goes Colt and Virtue! With that cross-legged brainbuster down onto the knee, and now knee party! We're gonna have a new champion. No! Troy Colt back in just in time. No, just insane. To break up the pin before Virtue has a chance to leave here tonight as the new undisputed champion. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think Troy Colt was looking for a little bit of a team up with Harris, but Harris wasn't having it. Super kick to the back of the head. Drops the Sin City Savior. Colt's out on the apron. Colt's looking dead right now. Man is looking like a corpse walking around. Oh, well, whoa! Colt coming in hot. Goes nowhere, though, with that attempted springboard European uppercut. Harris is now bleeding as well. So we have completed the trifecta. All three of these guys busted open. Obviously, nobody as badly as Troy Colt, though. Harris going to get to his feet. Colt with an Irish whip into the corner. Watch out, ref. Gotta stay out of the way here, man. Don't get in between these three unless you got a death wish. It's like getting between a pit bull and its bone. Desperate pin attempt by Harris, but Colt's gonna get back to his feet to break it up. Not even a one count for the Sin City Savior. Now with an arm wrench throws Harris down into the corner. Colt just continuing to paint the canvas here with his own blood. Virtue gonna stop Colt from trying to wield that sledgehammer again in this match. Takes a step back, lines up his shot. For a knee to the side of the head and goes for the pin, guys. This might be it. Colt! Cam Harris up out of the corner there. Breaks up the pin at 1. And gonna drop Virtue chest first across that top rope. In comes Colt trying to take advantage, but counters the Irish whip. European uppercut on the rebound. Virtue now. Irish whip though reversed. And everybody to the outside. One by one. Again, no countouts, no disqualifications here in a triple threat match. Harris is like, let me grab this sledgehammer real quick. You gotta pay back Troy Colt. Gets back into the ring. Colt, though, knocks it out of his hands. Harris with a forearm smash. Damn. Rumpled Troy Colt with that forearm smash to the side of the head. And wait! Jackpot! But Virtue's back in the ring. I don't think Harris realized it. And gonna break up that pin before even a thought of a 1 count. Colt is in all sorts of trouble here, though, man. He's looking up at that night sky, wondering where he is, what day is it, and why is he covered in almost, geez, both Harris and Virtue going for knees, colliding with each other. Reverse DDT by the Sin City Savior. Colt even standing on his own 2 feet still is impressive. That alone, after all the blood he's lost. They better have a transfusion waiting in the back, man, when this match is over. Win, lose. Colt's gonna need it. Have an ambulance on standby. I don't know if I'm a blood match. I wouldn't donate anyway. Fuck Troy Colt. All my homies hate Troy Colt. What is this? Virtue the legend, but he pays for it! The Troy Colt super kick into the pin! No! So close! Harris took the worst fall there, man. But he's back up now. Oh, and stunting. As Troy Colt starts to go crazy here with the sledgehammer. Harris! Caught as he was getting back into the ring. 1, 2. Another close call. Troy Colt can barely get to his feet here, man. Bitch slapping. Cam Harris sends him into the corner. And a DDT! Virtue says, get me out of here. As Colt decides to go after Harris now. Gives him a taste of that top turnbuckle. Back into the ring. Virtue gonna grab Colt, drag him over to the ropes. Harris with a chance here to try and recover. Obviously easier said than done. Here he comes. Colt though can't react quick enough. Pulled back. Knee to the gut. And that'll suck the air right up out of you. Like a fish out of water, man. Could be gasping. Air raid, sorry, neck breaker. Blake Virtue now with the age-old equalizer. But Cam Harris says, not so fast, buddy boy. Knocks that steel chair right out of his hands. Launches Virtue into the corner now. Colt just Cam Harris saying, stay down, motherfucker. Tries for the pin, but the kick out. Now look at Harris stalking Colt, gives him the reality check. Knee to the face and a clothesline. But Virtue off to the side, waiting. Rolls him up. Surprise super kick. Brings Colt to his feet. Irish whip, nope, reversed into the corner. Rolls out of harm's way, but Cam Harris right there waiting for him. Oh! Colt, I think, just tried for a 330 slam. Harris instead, knee to the gut. Kick to the back of the head. Colt's out of here. This is a great opportunity, a golden one for either Harris or Virtue right here, man. The match has to end in the ring by pin or by submission. The champion Colt is out on the outside in a pool of his own blood. And he does not have to be involved in the decision to lose his championship. Off the ropes goes Virtue. What? Springboard cutter! Virtue! This is it! Troy Colt back to his feet. Somehow, looking like he just walked out of the local morgue. Now he's gonna grab a baseball bat. Troy Colt seeing red, literally and figuratively. Cracks Blake Virtue over the head with it. Gonna try to pin Harris here. An act of desperation, which might pay off. No. Virtue back in. Oh! Virtue looking for the knee party. Colt able to stop him just barely. Spins him around. Harris now from behind. Big knee to the jaw. Colt. 3. No. Shut down. Knee party. But Colt's there to break up the pin. This match well worth the 2+ year wait. I'll be the very first one to say it. What a main event. Cam Harris gonna pick up Virtue now, slams him in the corner, chucks him out like some garbage. Big knee from Harris. He now rolls through. Propping up Troy Colt for an air raid sorry neckbreaker. Look at Colt. I have never seen somebody lose this much blood and still be conscious. I've seen dead bodies lose this much blood. Oh, what a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker right there by Mr. No Days Off. Virtue gonna go and pick up that kendo stick as we get a KO kick. Virtue coming in, able to avoid that drop kick. Oh my God! Just shattered that kendo stick into dozens of pieces over the back of Colt's head. European uppercut, in comes Colt though with an enziguri. Gives him a backhand and another one. Blake Virtue not keen on going for a walk though. Elbows to the gut, sets himself free. Sees his opening, and look at this. Harrison Virtue gonna team up to take out the champ. But that partnership ends immediately because again, there ain't gonna be no co-champions. One man leaves here tonight with the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship in their possession. Woo! Man, I'm sweating. I'm sitting here watching this matchup getting worked up. Elbows to the midsection, Cam Harris. From behind, but Troy Colt must have eyes in the back of his head. Spins Virtue around, 330 slam, no again! That's the third time Cole has attempted the 330 slam. It's been countered by both Harris and Virtue in this match. What a boot! Say goodbye to your front teeth, Troy Cole. Meteor, though, by the champion. And a desperate pin, pleading with the gods, the wrestling gods, and Troy Cole is still the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Against the odds, half dead, but still your undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. A match we waited over 2 years for, and the hype was real. What a match! What an event! Troy Cole officially ties the record. 6 defenses. Now he looks to break it. The question being, who is next in line?